Stop trauma bonding with yourself. What does that mean, Crystal? With yourself, this is how I see trauma bonding. Is that when you bond with yourself, you're bonding with the person that is used to the traumatic experiences, used to not succeeding, used to failing. You're bonding with the person that is just used to like negativity and not expecting things to work out. So it's time for you to stop bonding with that person that you've known yourself to be. How do you do that? Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So this is the time where you have to say, Lord, I want to grow. I don't want to be this person anymore. Transform me, renew my mind, cleanse me, purge me, so I don't know life in that way anymore. Like, I ask you for wisdom, knowledge, understanding to get out of this. Like the children of Israel, right? They had the slave mentality. They went into the wilderness to be purged of this mindset. So ask God to take you through a wilderness. Ask him to get you up out of Egypt, the slave you that was living in Egypt. Ask him to take you into the wilderness and purge you, so you don't take that trauma over into the promised land. Now, mind you, the children of Israel, they didn't want to get out of that slave mentality. But it's a process that was necessary, because God was like, y'all not about to go over here and mess up over here, okay? Where I'm taking y'all into the promises. And obviously you want the promises. So you bonding and trying to stay with the person that just knows traumatic experiences and don't even realize it, you cannot bond with that person anymore. You are bonding with her trauma, and you don't want her trauma anymore. You want the promises. So stop trauma bonding with yourself. We always talk about trauma bonding with people in relationships, which I'm guilty of that, because I remember I was in a particular relationship, friendship with someone, and I kept hearing the Holy Spirit say, like, you are trauma bonding. Y'all are bonding over trauma, and you don't want that. Like, so even if it's with yourself or the person, and you tend to do that because you're still you're in bondage to the trauma that you have gone through, and you're not free from it. So now you're looking for someone to relate to the trauma that you've gone through, so you can feel, I guess, in a sense, wanted and needed and validated. So you end up connecting with people that are in this trauma, or has gone through the same traumas as you, or they are just trauma bondage as well, slavery, and y'all are connecting, and you think you have like a deep relationship. You think you made it. Oh my God, I have somebody that gets me. And it's like, do you really want somebody to get you that is also going through trauma? Not saying that you can't have these relationships, but where are y'all going together? Are y'all bonding over trauma, and that's all y'all talk about? Yeah, girl, I've been through this too. Yeah, I've been through this too. But how are y'all getting through it? This is when you have to like go through the process of being released from the trauma. You're not going to know what it looks like, but you have to ask God, the Lord, I don't want to trauma bond with myself, because as I continue to trauma bond with myself, I'm in slavery and I can't get out. Help me.